Hello all, welcome to Studio BAM No Props half-hour mat class on May 12th. As always, take care of yourself. If you have any injuries or limitations, I'll be providing some modifications for you. If that works, great, take them. If it doesn't, opt out or use a favorite modification that works for you. We'll go ahead and get started lying down on your mat. Just make sure that I have this set up fairly well here, making sure everything's in line. There we go. All right, so you can go ahead and just lie down on your mat, and don't worry about too much of alignment yet. So you're just gonna go ahead and lengthen out your left leg, and just draw the right knee into the chest. So you're just getting that fold in the hip a little bit deeper. Use your hands on top of that shin, and just pull in gently, nothing too crazy. Yeah, and then just gonna make little circles from your thigh bone. Yeah. Right. Let's go ahead and reverse that, going the opposite direction. And then find yourself back to that center line and pause. Go ahead and interlace your fingers, place the hands behind the thigh. You might not even interlace, that's totally fine. And then you're gonna extend that leg up towards ceiling any amount for you, and then you're gonna bend the leg right back in. Foot can be pointed or flexed, your choice. Extend the leg up, and bend the leg back in. Extend the leg up, bend it back in. Extend the leg up, bend it back in. Pause. Now you're gonna bend this left knee, place the left foot onto the mat, so that leg is bent again. And then you're gonna extend that right leg up towards the ceiling. Release your hands onto the mat. It's somewhat of a V position, nothing too wide, not a T, but a little V. You're gonna drop this leg down towards the mat and bring the leg right back up. So just little drops and rises here. Do that for me one more time. And come up. You'll pause and you're gonna turn the leg out. Leg will be turned out. Drop the leg and up. Drop and up. Just warming up the hip socket. Drop and up. Pause here. Turn the leg in, but flex your foot. So you're gonna flex your foot. And then you're gonna turn the leg in. So it may not be very big, and we'll just do 3 here. Down and up, down and up, down and up. Pause, bring the leg back to parallel, and then you just hug that knee in and place the foot down. So right foot is down, now lengthen out that right leg. Draw the left knee into the chest, hand on top of that shin and pull in. Just creasing that fold in the front of the hip. Breathing here. Yeah, and then you just take little circles from your thigh. And here as I have you make these circles, I'm not really focused on keeping very stable or too stable here. A little movement, not huge rocks back and forth. Let's go ahead and reverse those circles going out direction. So a little bit of movement in the pelvis and the spine is fine. We're just starting. Come back to the center. Hands behind the thigh, interlace your knot, and extend the leg up, and bend the leg right back in. Foot can be flexed or pointed, and extend, and bend it back in, and extend. And bend it back in, and extend. Bend it back in. Pause here. You're gonna bend that right leg. Foot's gonna go onto the mat and extend the leg up. Place the arms down to the mat. Little V here. Legs in parallel. You're gonna drop the leg down with control. Bring it up and drop it. May not come up very high. That's fine. And up. Heel can touch the mat or not. Down and up. Pause. I'm gonna flex the foot again. I'm gonna turn my leg out. Sorry, let's not flex the foot. Let's keep the foot wherever you like. Flex or pointed. Drop the leg down. It's the next one. Flex and up and down. So leg is externally rotated. So working all rotation of the hip socket. Come up. Now go ahead and flex that foot. Yeah. And then you're going to turn the leg in. So rotating the thigh bone in. You're going to drop and lift and 2 and lift and 3 and lift. Bring the leg back to parallel. Hug that knee in. And then you can go ahead and place that left foot onto the mat and extend both legs out. So legs are nice and long. From here, arms will be onto the mat. Again, just that somewhat of a T position, palms face up. So from here, you're gonna swing the arms overhead, dragging the knuckles along the mat as long as you can. They may not be up on the mat very long. Cross the arms over the head and pull down. You're gonna reach the arms to the side, overhead, cross the arms, and pull down. It's like I'm gathering a bunch of cotton balls and pulling down over me, or just gathering a bunch of cool or warm air, depending on what you need today, and enveloping yourself in that cool or warm air. let's go ahead and reverse that. So you're gonna pull down, cross over. Now it's like you're gonna take your t-shirt off. I'm gonna throw the t-shirt out to the side. You're gonna come down and around. You're gonna cross the arms again, taking up a second t-shirt and throw it around and out and again. Here we go. You got this for me one more time, please. All the way back. All right, and then you're gonna go ahead and bend those knees. And then reestablish into that neutral position. So thigh bones pointing straight at the hip sockets, heels in line with the sit bones, feet are pointing straight ahead. So functional parallel position with the feet and the legs. Send the tailbone down, back bottom ribs down, establishing neutral spine, neutral pelvis, just recreating the natural curves to the back of the body. From here, just flip the arms up towards the ceiling, palms will face forward. On the exhale, you're going to send both arms back. Keep those ribs dropping down. Inhale the arms right back up. Exhale, reaching both arms back. Inhale right back up. And again, exhale, reaching both arms back. Inhale right back up. And then exhale, reaching both arms back. Inhale up. You got this for me one more time. Exhale, reaching both arms back. Keep those ribs dropping down. Jump, engage those abdominals. Inhale the arms right back up. Both arms can come forward and down to the mat by your side. Keep the pelvis nice and stable. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, draw the right leg to tabletop. Yeah, inhale, hold it. Exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale here. Exhale, scoot the belly. Left leg floats out. Tabletop. Yeah, inhale, hold. Exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale here. Exhale, scoot the belly. Right leg floats out. Inhale, hold. And then exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale here. Exhale, left leg floats out. Inhale, hold. Exhale, place the foot back down. So moving on, take a deep inhale here. Exhale, draw the right leg to tabletop. Hold the leg there. Inhale in here. Exhale, left leg floats up to meet the right leg. Squeeze those knees together, inner thighs together. So remain in neutral or imprint your lower back if that's what you need. Jump up on the feet. Try to keep the shape of legs constant. Small range of motion. Send toes and thigh bones forward just about 3 inches. Scoop the belly in. Inhale right back in. Exhale, send toes and thigh bones forward. Inhale back in. Exhale, send toes and thigh bones forward. Inhale in. Exhale, send toes and thigh bones forward. Inhale back in. Now pause. Externally rotate the legs now. Legs are turned out. Now, one leg at a time, you're going to reach the right toe down towards the mat. Inhale, turn out, bring it right back up. Exhale, left toe taps down. Inhale up. Exhale, right toe taps. Inhale up. Exhale, left toe taps. Inhale up. Exhale, right toe taps. Inhale up. Exhale, left toe taps. Inhale up. Flex your feet and heel tap down. Now instead, and up. And heel tap down. Now, if this is too much, go back to pointed feet, no big deal. You find where you can go today. Leg does have to travel a little bit further with flexed feet, so you might find that pointed feet work better for you. One more time to the left. Come right back up on the legs, back together. Hug those knees into your chest. Yeah. All right, you're gonna go ahead and place both feet down onto the mat. Again, thinking about the thigh bones distance apart, heels in line with the sit bones. Tailbone is centered onto the mat, back bottom ribs. Interlacing your fingers. Place the palms behind the skull, and then just point the elbows slightly forward so you can see them slightly in your peripheral vision. So nothing, again, nothing like blinders or nothing too wide like wings. Deep inhale in here, exhale, nod the head around, spine up to bone curl. Yeah, inhale to hold, then exhale when you step right back down, going through. Inhale and exhale, and nod the head around, spine up, abdominal curl. Yeah, inhale, hold, and then exhale when you step right back down. Inhale in here, exhale again, nod the head around, spine up, abdominal curl. Inhale, hold. Exhale, when you step right back down. Inhale in here, exhale again, nod the head on spine up, abdominal curl. Yeah, inhale to hold. Exhale when you step right back down. Last one, exhale when you step up, abdominal curl. Yeah, inhale to hold. Exhale when you step right back down. Pause. Now float both arms up towards the ceiling, palms face forward. Take a deep inhale in here. Exhale. I want you to press the arms down as you float the right leg to tabletop. Head comes up as well. Inhale to round back down. Arms go up, foot goes down. Switching sides, exhale, left leg floats up, head, arms, inhale to round back down. And then again, exhale when you step up, arms, head, leg, inhale to round back down. Exhale, torso, head, and arms and legs, inhale to round back down. One more time each side, exhale, rolling up, inhale down. Exhale when you step up, inhale down, now pause. Now the arms are going to go to the right, so I'm going to drift over, and that right leg's going to float up to tabletop. With the head and chest up, inhale down. When we switch sides, arms to the left, left leg up. Inhale down, exhale, raise yourself up. Inhale down, exhale. Inhale down, exhale. Inhale down, exhale. Inhale down, exhale. Last one, exhale. Coming back down, and you can bend your elbows, hug the knees into your chest. All right. From here, go ahead and place both feet onto the mat. So I'm gonna rock and roll the pelvis here a little bit. So just take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, I want you to sink your belly so deeply that you imprint the lower back onto the mat using the strength of the abdominals and rather than the quads to the glutes. Inhale in here, exhale, release it back down to neutral. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, tilt the hip bone into the lower back. Yeah. Inhale in here, exhale, release it back down to neutral. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, tilt the hip bone into the lower back. Inhale in here, exhale, release it back down to neutral. Here we go. Take a deep inhale in here, a little bit different. Exhale, just scoop the belly, tilt the pubic bone, nothing unusual though. Engage your glutes and start to float yourself up to a full bridge. So you're gonna roll up or flat back at full bridge. So you're gonna try to open up those hips, yeah. That's what full bridge feels like. Yeah, inhale in here, exhale, round yourself right back down, going through. Finding or reestablishing back to neutral. Now take a deep inhale here. Exhale, come up about halfway approximately. Roll up or flat back up. So the hips are not fully open and you're not in a baby bridge. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. Next one is gonna be baby bridge. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, curl it down, and float yourself up. Baby bridge, flat back up as well as an option. And that baby bridge should be fist height from that to the tailbone. So it's just trying to differentiate between those bridges, and then you round yourself right back down. So we're gonna stick with the baby bridge. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink, curl, float yourself up. Baby bridge. Yeah. Inhale in here, exhale, round yourself right back down. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink, curl, float yourself up. Baby bridge. Yeah. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. Here we go. Deep inhale in here, exhale again. Scoop the belly, curl the tail, and float yourself up, baby bridge. Now we've done this before. A couple flat T rests on the pelvis. You're gonna spill the T, so you're gonna dip the right hip down just about an inch. Spilling that T a little bit. Inhale that hip back up. Exhale, left hip just down. Bring it back up. Exhale, right hip dips down. And bring it up. Left hip dips. And bring it up. Right hip dips. And bring it up. Left hip dips. And bring it up. Right hip dips. Bring it up. Left hip dips. Bring it up. Pause. Round yourself all the way down. Right through. I'm changing my orientation so this is a little bit easier to see if you need to. So you're gonna take a deep inhale in here. Exhale again. Scoop your belly, curl the tail, and float yourself up to that same height. Baby bridge again. You're gonna pause. Now, same thing that we just did. You're gonna dip the right hip down, creating a slope. Keep that slope. Roll down through that right side. Just a little intention of rolling down. Once you get your booty down, re-level your pelvis back to that neutral position. Roll up or flat back up. Baby bridge. Left hip dips down. Roll through that left side, rolling down. Re-level the pelvis. Roll up through the center. Pause. Dip the right hip down. Roll through. Re-level. Roll up to the center. Dip the left hip down. Roll through. Back to center and pause. Now we do the opposite. So when we start, you might find that your knees will shift a little bit. That's totally fine. Keep them as stable as you can. If they move a little bit, no big deal. So you're gonna anchor this right hip down, right? And that's where the knees might move. So the pelvis is gonna already have that slope. With that right hip down, you're gonna roll up through that side, just a baby bridge. Re-level your pelvis. Roll down through the center. Anchor the left hip down, creating a slope in the pelvis. Roll up through that side. Re-level the pelvis here. Roll through the center. Right hip dips right away. Anchor that right hip down to the mat. Roll up through that right side. Re-level, roll through, dip the left hip down. Pow, roll up, re-level, roll through, dip the right hip down. Roll up through the right side, re-level, back down, dip the left hip down. Roll up, re-level, roll yourself down. Good, and just hug the knees into your chest here. All right, the knees into the chest. You feel that lower back imprint onto the mat. I want you to keep that imprint sensation as you float your legs to tabletop. Go ahead and interlace your fingers, place your palms behind the skull, and point the elbows against slightly towards the ceiling. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Deep inhale in here. Exhale, you're gonna round yourself up. Your bell curl. Back imprinted. Inhale, round down. And again, exhale, round yourself up. Abdominal curl. Inhale, round down. Exhale again, round yourself up. Abdominal curl. Inhale down. Exhale, round up. Abdominal curl. Inhale down. Exhale, round up, abdominal curl, extend the legs toward the ceiling at the same time. Inhale, round back down, double legs back in. Exhale, round up and extend those legs. Inhale, round back down, double legs back in. Exhale, round up and extend. Inhale, run back down and bend. Exhale, run up and extend. Inhale, run back down and bend. One more time. Exhale, run up and extend. Inhale, run back down and bend. Now, keep the legs bent, roll up to abdominal curl. Pause, keep this abdominal curl. Send the legs over to the right. Hold them there, extend the legs up toward the ceiling. Bring the legs back to the center, bend the legs back in. Keep the abdominal curl, legs drift to the left. Extend them, bring them back to center, bend the legs back in. Legs to the right. Extend, back to center, and bend. Legs to the left. Extend, back to center, and bend. Legs to the right. Extend, center, bend back in. Legs to the left. Extend, center, bend back in. Hold here, extend those legs up. Roll up 2 more inches. Make little circles with both legs in one direction. Pelvis is going to move here. Torso remains stable. Let's go ahead and now reverse the circles going the opposite direction. It's like a little corkscrew perhaps. Try to keep the torso in the center. Pelvis moves, legs move. On the legs back up to the center. Reach up for the toes. Hug those knees into your chest. Roll yourself down. Look right, look left. Sway the knees from side to side. Yeah. With your knees into your chest, your feet onto the floor, whatever works today, yeah. Totally fine. Okay, now find yourself back to that center line again. And just hug those knees into your chest. Back is imprinted, hands on top of the shins. So take a deep inhale here, exhale, just nod the head around, spine up only to abdominal curl. Keep the right knee in the chest, left leg just out long, right hand to the ankle, outside ankle, left hand to top of the leg. Inhaling here, you can switch sides, outside hand to the ankle. Inhale and switching sides. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, and exhale. Exhale, and in, and x, and in, and x, and in, x, and in, and x. Both knees in, roll yourself down. Look right, look left. Maybe circle the legs, alternating circles. Just make sure you're going the opposite direction. Legs back to tabletop. Actually, let's keep those legs folded here. So this will be slightly different. Back is imprinted. You're gonna keep the hands over the shins for a moment. You're gonna roll yourself up to your abdominal curl. Go ahead and interlace your fingers, place the palms behind the skull. Now really fold those elbows forward. As I fold the elbows forward, I'm not pointing on my head or my neck. I'm just trying to keep the abdominal curl constant as the elbows fold forward. Now on the inhale, with the back still imprinted, I'm gonna open up my elbows, send my legs out straight at an angle in parallel that works for my body. Inhale out. And then exhale everything right back in. Inhale out. Exhale everything right back in. Yeah? Inhale out. Exhale right back in. Inhale out. Exhale right back in. Inhale out. Exhale back in. Inhale out. Hold there. Roll up 2 more inches. Bring the knees and elbows back in. Exhale. Inhale out. Hold here. Roll up. Bring those elbows and knees back in. One more time. Inhale to open. Roll up. Bring everything back in. Round yourself down. Hug those knees in. You might even push your feet flat if you need to. Your choice. But feels good. Alright, hands on top of the shins, right below the knees. Deep inhale here, exhale, you're gonna round yourself up to that abdominal curl. Interlace your fingers, place the palms behind the skull. Right knee stays in the chest, left leg reaches out long at an angle that works for you. Left armpit draws for the right knee. Both shoulder blades off the mat, inhale in here. Switching sides, armpit towards knee, inhale, and switching sides. Exhale, and exhale. Inhale, inhale, and exhale. Exhale, and in, exhale. Exhale, and in, and exhale. Exhale, and in, and exhale. Exhale, switch sides once and hold here for the inhale, hold for the exhale, hold for the inhale, hold for the exhale, switching sides. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, switch. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, switch. Inhale, hold, exhale, exhale. Hug those knees in, roll down. Let's go ahead, place your feet flat. Heel toe your feet out to the width of your mat. Arms can be a little bit open. Just allow your knees to go right, head looks left. Try to focus on keeping the shoulder blades down. Then comes back to the center. Knees left, head right. Everything back to the center. Knees right, head left. Back to center, knees left, head right. And back to center. All right, so you're gonna draw those knees into your chest. Hands behind the thighs. Lower legs relaxed and folded, elbows wide. Try not to kick the lower legs out. Do the best you can to keep them out of the equation. Deep inhale in here, exhale. Nod the head so the thigh bones away. Just roll yourself up to a seated position. Rocks and rolls will be totally fine. Take your time. Reach your arms forward, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale here, exhale, scoot, curl around yourself down, rolling through. Smooth control. Knees back into the chest, hands behind the thighs, elbows are wide. Deep inhale in here, exhale. Nod the head so the thigh bones away, so roll yourself up. Rocking, rolling, best for each knee. Feet flat, sitting up nice and tall. Yeah. Inhale here, exhale, scoop, curl around yourself all the way down, rolling through. Draw the knees into the chest, so place the hands on top of legs or right below the knees. Inhale in here, tighter shape. Exhale, nod the head around the spine, round yourself up. And again, you might find that you do a little rock and roll to come up, totally fine. Feet flat, reach your arms forward. Inhale here, exhale, scoop, curl around yourself down. Draw the knees back into the chest, hands on top of the shins, right below the knees. Deep inhale in here, exhale. Nod the head, around the spine. Send those thigh bones away, so roll yourself up. Might get stuck, that's fine. You reach your arms forward, exhaling around yourself all the way down. I'm going to change my orientation when I'm down. And stay right where you're at. Arms are down by your side into the mat. We're going to move onto full bridges. So if you'd like an extra challenge by taking some of that base support away, just float the arms up toward the ceiling. There's no need to do that if you're not feeling it today, but if you like, that's an option. You can also change your mind at any moment. Add or subtract variations that work for you. From here, functional parallel position with the feet and the legs. Deep inhale here, exhale, sink the belly, curl the tailbone. Press into the floor with those feet, engage your glutes, roll or flat back up to a bridge. Trying to open up those hips, full bridge, like we explored earlier today. Knees, hips, shoulders in one long diagonal line. Inhale in here, exhale, round yourself right back down or flat back down. Articulating down or coming down in a plank line. Reestablishing neutral. Inhale in here, exhale again, scoop, curl, roll up, flat back up, your choice. Holding those hips. Inhale in here, exhale, sink the belly, come back down, either articulating down or flat back down. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink, curl, float yourself up, press up, roll up. Inhale in here, exhale, soften around yourself right back down, rolling through. All the way back down, reestablishing back to neutral. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, curl the tailbone, float yourself up to that bridge. I'm just gonna pause and hold here, arms are up or down, your choice. You're gonna roll down just about 2 inches from the sternum and then use your glutes to press the pelvis back up. Roll down about 2. Press the pelvis back up. Roll down 2. Press the pelvis back up. Roll down 2. Press the pelvis back up. Roll down 2. Press the pelvis back up. Pause, round yourself all the way down. Inhale here, exhale again. Scoop, curl, float yourself up. Bridge it up. Pause to hold. Hips are level and even. Try not to dip the hips. Right leg floats to tabletop. Inhale that foot back down. Exhale, left leg floats up. Inhale back down. Exhale, right leg floats up. Inhale back down. Exhale, left leg floats up. Inhale back down. Float the hips up a little bit higher. Round yourself all the way down, going through. If your arms are up, I might suggest placing them down. You can always float them up if you feel like this is fine. Take your right ankle. You're gonna cross it over the left thigh. Flex that right foot. I'm gonna open up this leg, just the right leg. So this side for me is more congested, so it doesn't open up as well. So again, as I open it up, I'm not trying to dip my hip. We've already experienced that. So from here, single leg bridge, arms are down. To start off with, curl the tailbone, flat back up, roll up to that full bridge. And then you're gonna inhale, round down. And again, you're gonna roll yourself up, flat back up to full bridge with single leg. As I do that, I'm trying to open up this leg a little bit more without dipping the pelvis, yeah? And I come right back down. So a little figure 4, single leg bridge, float yourself up. And come back down. And again, float yourself up. Come back down. Here we go. You're gonna float yourself up. Pause, roll down about 2 inches, and here we go. Quick pulses. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Pause. Leg releases to tabletop. Extend the leg up towards the ceiling. Bend the leg back to tabletop. Foot goes down. Pull the hips up a little bit higher. Round yourself all the way down and rolling through, flat back down. Take the left ankle, cross it over that right thigh. Flex that left foot, and then you're gonna open up that thigh. You hips are level and even, pressing down to that right foot, roll up to your bridge, opening up that hip, inhale around and back down. Single leg with figure 4. Scoop curl, float yourself up or flat back up. Inhale around, back down, trying to open up that standing leg hip. Both hips actually, right? Floating up and coming right back down. Floating up, and you stay up. From here, and you roll down just about 2 inches. Quick pulses up. Here we go, from the glute. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Pause. Leg releases to tabletop. Extend the left leg up. Straighten the leg. Bring the leg back to tabletop. Foot goes back down. Float the hips up a little bit higher. Around yourself all the way down. Rolling through. Hug those knees into your chest. Just change my orientation here for a moment. All right, I'm going to take you over a little bit. It is 11:29, just in case you need to take off for any reason. Totally get it, but I'm going to continue. So lengthen out your legs. Zip the inner thighs together. Right. Remember to always draw the knees into the chest, roll yourself up. This way we are going to take a little transition. It's just going to be 1. Reach the arms up, palms face forward. Reach the arms back, keep those ribs dropping down. Nod the head, round spine. Round yourself up. I'm going to hollow up and over your legs. And then you're going to stack up nice and tall. I'm going to do this more at an angle. So you're sitting up, and that's just the one transition we have. Feet flexed, heels connect to the mat. You bend your knees if you need some less tightness in the hamstrings. So if they're tight, bend your knees. Hands behind or right by your hips. We're going to do a little front rowing. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, hollow over. Inhale to stack up nice and tall. Arms float forward so they're parallel to the ground. Right. From here, you may not be able to see my arms. I'm going to float my arms up towards the ceiling and point the feet at the same time. You'll see my shoulders. Keep the shoulders down. And then you're going to cut through the air. Try not to lean back, Christine. Lean slightly forward with your torso. Yeah, there you go. All the way down. Flex the feet, flex the hands, and hollow over. And then stack up nice and tall, shoulder flip down the back. Yeah, try not to go behind those sits bones, right? Yeah, there it is, right, beautiful. Point the feet, reach the arms up. Cut through the air, getting nice and tall. Flex the feet, flex the hands, and hollow over, we're gonna add on. And then stack up, palms face down, arms reaching forward. Stack on top of those sits bones. Now turn the palms to face up. You're gonna bend the elbows in, creating a little resistance with those arms. Send the arms out, we got that 2 more times. Bend in. And press out. Bend in. Press out. Now keep the arms long. Open up the arms to the side. Bring the arms back in. You're going to bend in and out. Little combination. And open. Scoop the belly. And back in. Bend. And reach. And open. Hold here. Little circles with open arms. Yeah. Reverse the circles going in the opposite direction. As you reverse, try not to bounce the torso forward and back. Try to keep the torso stable. Pause, reach those arms forward, pull those elbows back. Right here with the elbows bent, turn the palms and face down, reach the arms forward, arms float up, cut through the air, point those feet, sorry, meant to have that happen beforehand, and then you can just shake out those legs, all right. So we're gonna transition onto the belly. All right, and hands will be onto the ground, arms are long, probably more in a V rather than too close to your parallel position with the arms. Legs will be turned out, legs together or separated, your choice. Whatever works for you. Before you even start, tone the glutes. Press the pubic bone to the mat, lift the belly up and in. That's all you're doing. From here, keep the hands where they're at, let the head and upper spine up. So your range of motion might be limited here. It's totally fine. Inhale in here, exhale, come right back down. So your extension is not going to feel very big, right? And again, let the head and upper spine up. We'll make it a bit bigger in a second. Keep the tops of the feet heavy. Round yourself right back down. Try not to crank the neck back. Inhale in here, exhale again. Put the head and upper spine up. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. Here we go. Take a deep inhale in here, exhale again. Put the head and upper spine up. Pause there. Now drag those hands towards you. Let's see if you can come up a little bit higher. A little bit of weight into the hands. And then float yourself right back down. You got that 3 more times. Put the head and upper spine up first. Then pull the palms in towards you as you float yourself up. Weight into the palms a little bit, and then come right back down. 2 more times. Again, put the head and upper spine up first. Upper back extension. Then pull in. Come up a little bit higher. And allow the arms to reach forward. Here you go, you can flip the head up, spine up. Pull in, pause and hold. Now, release the right hand, place it underneath your shoulder. Follow the left. Use your hands, press up to full extension wherever that is for you. Yeah, it may not be very high. My pelvis comes off the mat. I'll bend right back. Right arm goes back out, left arm goes back. Roll down, allow my arms to come forward. Again, flip the head and upper spine up first. Upper back extension, pull those hands in a little bit. Wiggle the hands, hold here. Left hand, right hand, float up. Come back down. Left arm, right arm reaches back, roll down. We got one more set. Flip the head and upper spine up. Pull in. Hand underneath the shoulder, right hand, left hand. Float up. Now keep this extension, and you're gonna do a little extended push-up. So you're gonna bend, keep the torso up, and press up. So you're gonna bend the elbows, and up, keep the extension, and bend, and up. So the chest comes down towards the floor. Upper spine remains extended. Lower back will come in and out. We got two more. Add up, down. Next one, you stay up, hold here, breathe, roll the shoulders open. Yeah, breathe here, scoop the belly up and in, and you float your hips back. Find yourself pressed back into a child's pose, toes together, knees apart. Yeah, take a deep inhale in here, exhale, walking hands over to the right. Stretching up left side of the body, left side of the waist. Bring the hands back to the center. Inhale in here, exhale, walk the hands over to the left, stretching up the right side of the body, right side of the waist. Breathe there. Deep inhale in here, exhale, walk the hands back to the center line. Take a few moments here, nothing too long. Settle in. Deep inhale in here, exhale, you're gonna roll up through the base of the spine. You can use your hands or not. Sitting onto your heels or not. Stacking one backbone on top of the other. Shoulders float down the back, chin becomes parallel to the ground. Let's get nice and tall. All right, you are done. Good job. I'll come back.